being noted, and all input is also recorded and then published for the world to see. Now, I was saying we are out in Rudeport this coming Thursday, which is the 24th. But please, if you are not part of the center in Rudeport, you are welcome to come, but please let us know that you are joining the center there for COVID-19 regulation observation. We cannot book a small venue. We need to organize and prepare that you are coming. Then on Saturday, we are in the Val. So 3 centers in the Val are supposed to come through. Kopanong, Sedibeng West, Sedibeng East, which is Sedilach, former Sedilach Old School. Please come through, colleagues. We are out in the Val this coming weekend, and we are then training the whole day in the Val. In Rudeport, we're only training from 3 o'clock until 5, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's actually 2:30 until 4:30. Yeah, I think that's the correct time, but I stand to be corrected there. So please do come through. We want to see you and we want to assist you get your assessments in. Also deal with whatever technical glitches you're struggling with on your assessment. So definitely, please come through to those training venues. If you're in Val or if you feel like going to Val, you are welcome. Just do let us know that you are coming through to the center. Otherwise, all of Val, please come through. If you are in the Val centers, that extensive has there, please come through one way or the other. I hope I'm clear on that one. And then importantly, we're announcing 2 assessments are out. We have seen, the reason I'm reminding colleagues that the assessment for Excel, summative assessment for Excel, is on the portal is because we're not seeing questions around it. We're not seeing colleagues submitting it. So we are sending out that reminder to say, colleagues, it's out, it's on the portal. So you need to jump onto the portal. You need to download it on the portal. The access also, MS Access formative assessment is out on the portal. So please jump onto the portal and download that. Having said that, I want to take a pause here and take hands. Everyone who says we cannot access the portal, please show by sign of hand. If you say, X, you are causing problems now, I don't know how to get to the portal, please show by sign of hand. If you are here today and you're still struggling with the portal, whether you don't know what the portal is, whether you don't know where the portal is, please show by sign of hand. I am ready to give you guys all a cup of coffee. And then a hand comes up, Zanele. I was about to give everyone coffee, then you took your hand up. Okay, so Zanele, if you are I'm seeing only Zanele, then let me give you a round of applause. It means we are fine in this session. In the afternoon session, we are fine and sorted. I'm happy to see that there are not so many hands. And then the hands start coming up. You guys. Okay, so this is still a good number. You guys deserve a round of applause. I am glad to hear that you guys are fine on the portal and you are able to download those assessments. So very important, colleagues, please do download the assessments on the portal. Thank you. Zanele, Zinhle, Molobane, you can take your hands down. What do I have as a suggestion for you guys? If you're struggling with the portal, we are currently pushing portal training. Since last week, the whole week we're running portal training. We have a session tomorrow at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. There will be portal training tomorrow at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Please join that session. It most likely will be using this same link. But if you check the WhatsApp groups, Mr. IT is the one pushing that agenda. So he will send you a meeting invitation. He's asking for your email addresses in the WhatsApp groups. So please jump onto those and make sure you are sorted on that note. Now, getting ready for class, please start your Microsoft Office access. I've got 2 more announcements, but I want to make sure that when we start training today, as you can see, I've got the training guide on the screen. Please open your Microsoft Office access as I go through the announcements. Then importantly as well, colleagues, Letta, I see your hand is up. Do you have a question for me? Whilst I wait for Letta to unmute and ask her question, please confirm you can see my screen, colleagues. Please confirm you can see my screen, colleagues. Please also confirm you can hear me audibly. You can see my screen as well. I'm hoping there are no issues on that note. Okay, I think Letta raised her hand when I said if you've got issues with the portal, please raise your hand. Letta, please lower your hand. If I am correct, Letta, please lower your hand. Or do I need to use the other name, Molobane? Please lower your hand. I'm scared of pronouncing delegate's name incorrectly. I don't want to get in trouble. Okay, I don't think Letta has an issue. Colleagues, how many of you here are not in any of the extensive WhatsApp groups? How many of you are not in any WhatsApp group? Please raise a hand. If you are not in any of our WhatsApp groups until now, please raise a hand. I've been alerted to colleagues that are not on the WhatsApp groups. If you are not in any of the WhatsApp groups, please raise a hand. Going once, going twice, and sold to no one. Okay, so I'm glad then again that all of us here are in the WhatsApp groups. Then we are going to get assistance one way or the other. And then lastly, colleagues, which is the last announcement I have for today, we anticipate that everyone is now submitting their assessments on the portal. So from assessment 1, 2, 3, 4, and now 5, we ask, please upload it on the portal. So previously you were able to email this to your assessor. Previously you were able to email it to whoever mass market. We are asking colleagues, please get on the portal and submit them. The best situation is that you must submit the unmarked assessment. When you submit the unmarked assessment, then your assessor will give you feedback on the portal with the marked assessment attached as well. Then on that particular document that you are going to be given by your assessor, you will see their assessments. You'll be able to tick their assessments, or you'll be able to see ticks and comments that say, please correct question 5, please correct question 7, please correct question 15, if there needs to be some correction there. But we are giving feedback on the portal, and we are trying to move away from email now. We are 3 months into the course. We are starting to now take off, and we're doing away with email, with email. And then lastly, colleagues, if you have had issues around absenteeism, for instance, you were away for one reason or two and you're not able to attend classes, please submit sick notes, colleagues. Please submit sick notes, colleagues. Very, very important. I want to emphasize on that, because we find that a lot of delegates say we couldn't attend classes because of problems. Either we were ill or we were away from work for a few reasons. Okay, I'm done with announcements, colleagues, and I'm going to jump straight into module 2 of your learner guide. And I'm going to hide my face so that you don't have nightmares. Shoop. There it goes. Right. We were asked to switch off the video because we are saving data. And I think we've had the good news that someone will be buying us data starting from July. So watch out for the data there. Cooperate when they ask for your cell number or your SIM card number. Please make sure you cooperate. I don't know what the department is looking for there. Now, colleagues, I think we've spoken about MS Access. Have you got any specific questions that you want me to start by answering today? Otherwise, I'll tell you now. What we're going to be doing on MS Access today is the sugar or coating of things. We're going to be sorting, filtering, we're going to be entering data, new records, and things like those. We're done with the hardcore parts of Access, but I'll still give you a refresher. I want to believe as well that last week when we were together, we did create a database. And I believe you have that. So please open that database if you've already created it. And if you haven't, I hope we can still quickly create it today. So get ready, warm your hands, and make sure you are ready for that task of typing there. Now, so 1, open and start a database application. I want to believe all of us are sorted on that note. Am I correct, colleagues? Are we fine on that one? Is there anyone who says I'm still struggling with opening the database application? Is there anyone that says I'm struggling with opening the database application? I don't believe so. We should be fine on that note. Am I correct, colleagues? Do you know which application we use for databases? Do you know which application we use for databases? What is the name of the application we use for database applications, colleagues?
Access.
Microsoft Office Access, 100% correct. So have you been able to open it? Are all of us on the database application, MS Access? Is there anyone that says, X, Mina, I don't know how to open the application, or it's not installed on my computer? Do you have such concerns and queries, colleagues? Do you have such concerns and queries by chance? Talk to me, colleague. Are we fine? Can I move on? The first objective is met. We're able, all of us, to open a database application and make sure that we're working with databases there. Okay, I am going to try and run away from the theory. I spoke for just 5 minutes in our session last week, and people were falling off their chairs. Some of you are already in your bed, in your blankets right now, but you were falling off when I was explaining a lot of theory. But I want us to open an existing database. Do you know how to open an existing database? Do you know how to open an existing database? And that is where we're going to start our training today. That is where we're going to start our training today. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen so that I can share my screen again properly. I want to share my full screen and make sure that things are then shown nicely. Where is my database? I want to close this database. And by the way, it's one of the things we're going to do today. There's a difference between closing a database, and there's also a way of I'm going to work on my screen in this fashion, and I hope you can see my screen, colleagues. So I want to believe, colleagues, you have got the same setup. On one side, you've got Teams, and then on one side, you've got Microsoft Office Access. Please confirm I am correct. Can we set up our screen in that fashion, please? On one side, you've got Teams, and then on the other side, you've got your Microsoft Office Access. Can you do that very quickly? I'll give you 15 seconds to do that one.
Yes, we do have it here. We can see it.
Wonderful, wonderful. Lehutso, you said you're in Hammanskraal. I heard there are other delegates next to you. Have they all got their laptops? Is everyone on the single laptop? Lehutso is laughing at me. I wonder why. I caught you guys red-handed. There's someone doing all the work from you. There's someone doing the work for you there. Colleagues, I'm giving you a chance to set up your screen so that you are working like me. Half of your screen should be Teams so that you can see what I'm doing. And then half of your screen should be MS Access. Don't open the learner guide. I will put the learner guide on MS Teams for you. So open your screen in that fashion. Open your screen and let me know once done. I want to believe you are done. It's an easy task. We did it in intro, and I want to believe you are fine. I've given you ample time there. Right. So if you look at my screen, I've got Teams on one side. That's what you should have. But because I need to work, then I've got to have my Teams or my Access open on one side. So if you look at my screen here, this is MS Access, colleagues. What do you notice is going on here? Why is everything not active? We're starting with opening a database application. That's what I did. I opened Microsoft Office Access, but things are blank here. Why are things not activated here? Is anyone who wants to give it a shot? Why? I can't click on anything. Filtering is off. Everything seems to be off. Hukom, wat gaan hierso? If you laugh at my Afrikaans, I'm calling the cops on you, by the way. Wat gaan? Why am I not able to click? Is there anyone who wants to give it a shot? Very important with all the courses we've done. It's something I always emphasize on. Something I always emphasize on. Going once? Going twice? Someone is giving it a shot. Yes, go ahead. Why am I not able to click on my stuff on Access? My screen is open, My database is open, but I'm not seeing. Go ahead, Njabulu. Mr. Dladla, sir.
I think it's because if you have not started creating a table, then it's very uneditable.
Correct. But let's start by correcting your mistake or correcting your terminology, right? So
Yes.
if you click on create, you'll see still I can't create a table. So I want to challenge you. Why can't I create anything? Why can't I do anything now? There's something else that I need to open, or there's something else. You are right. I haven't done it, but it's not creating a table. What is it that I need to create?
Then you need to select your tables on the left. You haven't selected any.
They're not there. That's the problem. They're not even there. As you can see, this is MS Access. Do you see Access written at the top?
Yeah.
There are not tables. You probably have tables on the left. I don't have them. Why?
Isn't it that you didn't save when you opened it?
Okay, so when I opened it, remember the instruction was open or start a database application. So I followed the instruction nicely. You guys told me Access is the database application. There you go. I've got Access. It's open. I can save, but what am I saving? Even the save button is not even active. It's something I have not done, colleagues. There is something I need to do. I'll give it away. Thank you for all the tries. I like them. You are thinking right. But remember two things, right? We need to have a database open. So you guys started, when you opened the application, you started with blank database. Now, if you open blank database, by default, it gives you some tables. It gives you some tables. I'm going to mute everyone. I think it's no CPU. No CPU, you owe me a coffee for unmuting and disturbing my class. So very importantly, what we are saying here is you've got to have a database open for you to be able to create a table. So currently, I've got the application open and I don't have a database open, or I don't have a database created. I've got Access open, but not a database. Now, this is the next instruction. Open an existing database. And I'm going to throw the challenge again to the floor. How do I open an existing database? How do I open an existing database? These are the easy things, guys. It's very easy, these things here.
File open.
File. Yes, I agree.
Yes.
2 inputs already. That was quick. File, open. And then you'll remember we created a database for Highway Motel. So I've got other databases that I've been creating with colleagues that were calling and saying, X, help us, help us, help us. So on this computer, I've got a few other databases. Now, as you can see on my left here, I have now got a list of some tables. This navigation pane here allows me to see the tables that I've got. I'm just clicking it, closing it, and opening it a lot of times so that you can see what we've got there. Now, you will see I'm still not able to click on anything there. But now, if I go to create, it shows that the database is open and I can create a table. On the Home tab, it's still not active because for me to be able to work on anything, I need to open the tables. So I want to take it to that step, colleagues. You will see here, there are no tables open at the top. I've currently got a database open, but none of these objects are open. So if I double click on table, it opens the table. Then all my objects, controls, tools now become available. I hope I'm making sense, colleagues. Step by step, you need to open Access. It's a simple task. Once you've opened Access, you need to open a database. That's another task. Once you've opened your database, then you've also got to open a table by double clicking on it. Then now you can start actually doing some work. I hope I'm making sense, colleagues. I hope I'm making sense. So I've given you 3 things. They sound complicated, but you are able to do them all in one step. when you open your database application, which is MS Access, a lot of times you land in this page here. Now on this page here, you can look already home or open, or you can look here immediately. You'll see a list of databases that you have created in the past. I hope I'm making sense, colleagues. So normally it doesn't get as technical as I have just made it now, but I want you to understand this is MS Access. It is sort of different in that fashion. Right. How do I enter data into a database table? How do I enter data into a database table? Talk to me, colleagues. How do I enter data into a database table? How do I enter data into a database table? Someone is buzzing me. I'm going to challenge you to look onto your MS Access, and I'm going slowly, colleagues. Please work with me. If you don't have a database open, we created Highway Motel database last week. I want to believe that's where we are all are currently as we speak. You should be on Highway database. Maureen, you are unmuted, and we can hear you. You are on an aeroplane, Maureen, we can tell. We can tell.
Yes, I was trying to tell you how to enter database. Isn't it that is the question?
How do I enter new data in the database, Maureen? Go ahead.
You click on create tab, then select the table tab. Then after the table tab, you create what's that? Yeah.
Okay, Maureen, you are too learned and too advanced. You are creating a table already. Currently, I've got tables. I just want to enter data in the table that exists. How do I enter?
In the table that.
Yeah.
Oh, you double click on the. It has a name on the column. It's not a column.
Okay.
What are they? They have names.
It's a field. Yes, it's a
field.
Yes,
it's a field. On the field, then you type in your.
Then I type in my data, right?
Your data, yes.
So here I'm going to put in Maureen. Employee ID is Maurinius. We are going to call you Maurinius. That's your ID. Okay. And then first name is Maureen. I hope I spell your name correct. What is your last name?
Kalu.
I'm going to get in trouble. Is it spelled like that?
Yes, it is.
7512. Right. What happened now? My numlock is off. 0723247512. I've put in a new record there on that particular database, on that particular table, and the new record is Maurinius. So yes, correct. I agree fully. That is one way of entering a new record there. I want to challenge you by saying, look at the records group. Do you see the records group, colleagues, on your database application there? I've entered a new record, I agree, and I can save. There are no errors. When I click there, there are no errors. I've entered my database field or my database record correctly. But I want to challenge you to this button here. Do you see this button on your MS Access on your screen, please? Does it say new like mine says? Talk to me, colleagues. Do you see what I'm looking at on my screen?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So that particular record there says you are able to then create a new record here. And on this new record, I'm able to put in, for instance, I can put in record and say this is record number 100. Okay. So on this one, you'll remember from last week, it is a primary key and it's an autofill as well. So I don't need to put in this again. Feedback. Someone is giving me feedback. Please hide yourself. Right. So here I can put in my employee ID. I go with the employee ID Nkola, and then I go with the name Nkola. I'm putting in my name as well. And then last name is Lamini. and then that is my cell number. I don't know what's the landline to the office. I wish I knew that number, 3247512. Don't tell people I don't know the landline to my own office. 07232. There is a 2 that's missing here. So I'm also working around just navigating through my database so that you're able to see how it is to edit data. My number should be like that. I hope I've written it correctly this time around. So I clicked on new here. Then it allowed me to enter a new record. Then you will see as well, there's other features that are there. What other features are you seeing on your team? Look at the groups record. Do you see? Oh, sorry, the record groups. Ooh, old age. The records group. What other controls do you see there?
There's save, there's refresh, there's totals, there's spelling, and more.
Correct. So you're able to work around your table or your database looking at all of that. I want you to click on this control here. On my table, it looks like it's on my screen, it looks like it's got tables, but the speaker said it's written more. So if you click on that drop down arrow there, you'll see what options are there. What options do you get when you click on more? It looks like a table for me. Do you see row height? Do you see sub-data sheet?
Yes.
Height fields?
Yes.
Breadth fields?
Yes.
The last one is field width.
Yes.
Correct. So you are able to perform a whole lot of tasks using these particular features. And again, just like on other applications, the ribbon gives you a whole lot of features. So you'll see here there is filtering, ascending. We're going to talk about all or a lot of these aspects today. And I want to challenge you to always find a way to click on these things and then figure out what they all do. I cannot do all of them, but I want to challenge you to say, click, and see if you can do all these things. Now, there's two things then that I need to do in the book. One, the database needs to be saved. So it says there, save database. I can simply click. Do you see the save button at the top left of your screen? I can click on save. My database is now saved. Do you agree, colleagues? Am I doing the right thing?
Yes.
Okay, so the save button here is the shortest cut to saving your database. Now on your screen, please click File and tell me what options you see. I'm looking for close and I'm also looking for exit. And then I want you to tell me which one closes the database and which one closes Microsoft Office Access. I'm telling you where to find the two close options. There is an option on File. If you click on File and check, there is two options that you have. One for closing the database and another for closing the whole application. Please check on your screen and let me know. Am I correct? Am I saying it wrong?
On File, I'm only getting close. Only one option.
There's only one option.
Me.
Okay. When you want to close access, which option do you take? Is it the close option? Or is it the exit option?
You go to exit.
On mine,
Exit.
only have close. I don't have exit.
Close is when you close the database that you're
Okay.
working on, and then exit is when you exit the application.
Where is exit?
Where do you exit?
Yeah, where is exit?
So, Kolo, you want to close the whole the access.
I want to do two things, but not at the same time. I want to start by closing the database. That's one. Then I want to close access afterwards.
So when you close the database, you are going to go to File and click on Close.
Okay, let me panel beat your terminology. I can't go there. You see, I don't have taxi fare, you see, Bella.
Okay, Kola.
Yes.
You go to File, right? You click on File. Therefore,
Yes.
you
on File.
click Close. It closes your database. After your database is closed, you click on the X there at the corner, and then it closes the whole application.
100%. I see. I think, is it Maureen speaking now?
Yes.
Yeah, so I said I can't go to. I thought Bella was going to beat me there for saying I can't go to file because I don't have tax effect. So the correct English says you click on file. And I thought I was going to get a big clap there, but it was a joke. So you click on file. Where is my file? Hey, what did I do? Click on file, then you click on close. I agree. So yes, Bella, you're also correct. Maureen, you're also correct. So what that does is it basically closes your database. Please try it on your machine, colleagues. Please try it on your machine, colleagues. Let me know. Does it close the database? Then you should by default see what you get is the screen where there is nothing active. Am I correct?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, you're correct.
Yeah, so everything is now blanked out. You're not able to click on anything. You're not able to create anything. You don't have a database open. Am I making sense, colleagues? You don't have a database open. So then if you don't mind entertaining me, there is the question that my colleague up now was asking. How do you then, where is exit? How do you then close the whole application now? How do you close the application now? MS Access, we've got close the database, right? How do I close the application now?
You click at the right-hand corner, there's an X at the right-hand corner, the extreme right.
100% correct. So when you close, you will use the normal close there. That is for exiting or closing the whole application. Now you'll notice because now you've closed your database, the other options that you had, print, save as, info, they are no longer available. You see that on your screen as well. Don't close access, by the way. We're still going to use it. Okay, so if you look at your screen there, if you are currently now seeing all these controls are inactive, there is no tables showing, you then click on file again, you will see you can't save, can't save as, can't print. I hope colleagues are seeing what we're talking about here.
Yes.
Okay, I want to just go off track for a second whilst I'm here. I want to go off track for a second. We don't train you guys on all these options continuously. We want to assume you know when you click on file, there's features that you will find. So for instance, you can click on options. Options here is the setup or the background setup of your application. So all applications have this options window where you're able to determine what you want to see. Current database, currently you don't have a database open, but in this window here, you're able to decide on languages, you're able to decide a lot of things that have to do with your Microsoft Office application. So very, very important. So you can see here grid lines and cell effects. So you can switch off your horizontal grid lines and switch off your vertical grid lines. I want to actually switch them off on my computer because I will know what is wrong with my screen. But look at yours. I'm going to play around with these particular options here, just to show you what we are referring to when you say these settings. We don't teach you, colleagues, but they are available and we want you guys to always consistently use them. So if you look at my screen here, I'm going to open tables and then you see I've got a funny looking window now. Do you see I've got a funny looking window? It's sort of different than what it was before. I hope you can see that. So if I open any items on my MS Access, you'll find that they are not looking the same as before, especially looking at my tables. There's some feedback I'm getting. Good afternoon, Mr. Enos. I can tell that you are here. Now, so this particular option here, and I'm going to click on save because I opened the database, by the way, and I managed to go back to my MS Access. And then I'm going to click on file option. So I'm trying to just give you the insight that we don't talk about this window. We want to believe you should know this window exists. You should know this window is there. You should know that this window is what you have available with your screen. So I can select as well normal all the time, or I can select whatever I want to select here. Let me select bold by default, size 11. No, I want size 16. Can I select size 18 as a default text? and then click OK, and then save. Unfortunately, yes, I wanted to refresh. Come on, come back, come back, come back. Table 1, there you go. So I've changed my settings for my MS Access. So I needed to just allow my tables to refresh and give me those new settings there. So I've done that, and I want to believe then you guys are able to do the same. Now, don't play around with those settings too much. You're calling me at 1 a.m. at night and telling me your computer is broken. I don't want that. Mr. Enos, go ahead.
Sorry. So
Okay.
I
Now,
can't hear anything.
I am also battling to hear you, Mr. Enos. I can tell you are saying you couldn't hear anything, but I think it's a network problem on your side. I also am not hearing you.
Okay.
Yeah. Are you okay?
Yeah, since you started speaking about options, I heard nothing.
Okay.
No, I think that I should go to the next to the Wi-Fi.
Okay. I can't hear you,
Let me
Mr.
go to
Enos.
nearer the
I can hear you
school
talking,
Wi-Fi.
but I can't hear you at all. Mr. Enos? Yeah, thank you. You've muted. I can't hear you, Baba. Please try, if it's a router you're using, try and move closer to your router, or otherwise just try and change networks if at all an option. Milingoni, go ahead. Your hand is up, Milingoni. Go ahead and ask your question. Milingoni, I think you put your hand up by mistake. Okay, I will continue, colleagues. So I was giving you just some insight on settings there, but please open a database, colleagues. So you created a database. I think even if you are doing the learner guide, you should have created a few databases. Please open a database on your computer. Let me know which database you've got created now, or opened rather. Don't create a new blank database. Open an existing database and let me know how that went. Give me feedback, colleagues. Open an existing database, then let me know how that went. Are your controls now available again? Are your controls now available again? Talk to me, colleagues. Milingoni, your hand is up. Unless you are just greeting us, I want to believe you should be able to see and see and put down your hand, unless it's a question that you want me to illustrate. Please give me feedback. Have you now got your Access database opened? Are you fine?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we can continue. Awesome. Thank you very much for that feedback. Now, importantly, colleagues, we want to today give you an illustration of what this window is all about. So I think you guys are aware, and again, it might feel like I'm boring you, but it's important. I have a ribbon here. The part of my screen that keeps disappearing and coming back is called a ribbon. This area here is still called a ribbon. This is where the tabs sit. So you again are then supposed to just click around and figure out what's going on with your ribbon. So play around with your ribbon. There's a whole lot of features that you can play around with there. I hope I'm making sense, colleagues. So try and click as much as you can during your spare time. Understand your application there and what things are available for you there. Very important. Now, at the bottom of my window here, if you look, I'm on page 9 of the learner guide, by the way, and you'll see the learner guide is on my screen right next to me here. So what we're looking at is your access window. If you see at the bottom, we've got our status bar. So it tells you you are currently on record 5 of 5. There are no filters here. And it also tells you you can search here. So if I want to search here, I can search. Then it highlights for me whatever I have searched for. So I'm going to search for Sibiho. Then on the database, it tells me, or it highlights for me which record has Sibiho. Colleagues, I hope I am making sense. So I'm going to put Sibiho here as well. Going to put Sibiho S, and then I'm going to sort of search for Sibiho S. You'll see that it's then going to allow me, and when I press enter, it goes to the next record that has Sibiho. So I can click here and press enter. It moves for me automatically to search the database for another Sibigo. Why? I have two Sibigos. If I have one, I'm going to put back Mkola here. This is the status bar, colleagues, and this is a shortcut of sort of. I'm going to click on Mourinho so that I can then search for Sibigo here. Now, what do you want now? What do you want from me? I'm going to type, okay, it says I'm selecting. I want to assume it's thinking I'm selecting there. So I'm going to search for Sibigos again, wants me to type. This thing doesn't like me. So when I type Sibigos there and press enter, it does not move. Why does it not move? Particularly because at this current stage, I'm on the only Sibigos that is there. I hope I'm making sense, colleagues. I really hope I'm making sense. So I want to also delete the S there and then show you that if I select the whole database, it will allow me to move to the other Sibigo which doesn't have an S. So I'm going to just, if I go back, you see, I've removed the S at the end. It gives me that other Sibigo, and it doesn't highlight the S. It tells you here is Sibigo, and it can move to the other S there. If I put an S, it tells you you are now on the other record and not on this one. So it allows me to search my database. What am I working on? It's looking at my record. I can also navigate through my records here. So I can move from one record to the next. The arrow at the end, this arrow with a line in front of it, takes me to the last record. Do you want to guess what the arrow with the line? The arrow pointing backwards or pointing to the left with a line? Do you want to guess what it does for me? Takes me to the first record. So it jumps to the very first record. But if I want to move one record at a time, move one per day. There's a bundle of joy in my class. Ooh, admin team. I am calling the admin team. Please come and search for ID numbers in my class. There is a bundle of joy calling mama in my class. I've muted everyone, colleagues, hoping that it was an error there. So I'm also able to scroll. The other aspect that is there, if you've got other records, for instance, on the right-hand side here, I think I want to add, let me add, what do I want to add? Email address. I'm going to click there, short text, and I'm going to put in email address. What other field do I normally have to add? I'm going to scroll to the right. I'm using a small screen, and one of the reasons for that is exactly this one. I'm going to put in stand number here. It's a popular thing in South Africa. I don't know what they call it in other places, but we call it a stand number. I didn't know there was a thing called a double up, but when I got to learn of it, I laughed. The stand number was another interesting. Birth date, how do you write dates? Not the date that the gentleman are already thinking of, but a birth date in general. So I'm going to then scroll to the right because I've created new fields, most, right? So the scroll bar is meant to assist me with exactly that. I hope colleagues are able to see and follow what we're doing. Bella, I think that's you. Go ahead.
Yes, I don't at the end, I don't see the option for me to add, the click to add with me. It's not here. How should it be activated?
The scroll bar. Do you see this particular scroll bar here? Do you have the scroll bar that I'm playing around with? It's at the bottom where I was searching for Sibigos there. On the right-hand side of the search, on the status bar, you've got a scroll bar there. Are you seeing, Bella?
There's no movement.
There is no movement. Okay, then let us look at your database and see. What is the first field that you've got there? Is it ID like I have on my screen? Employee, first name, last name. Do you have these fields, Bella?
Yeah, it's employee, last name, first name, cell phone.
Cell phone. Okay. And then what happens on the next column there or field?
It's just frozen.
It's just frozen. What is written there?
No, it's just blurry. There's no activity here.
There's no activity there. That's
Not
quite
active.
interesting. Is it like this? Do you see what I have on my screen here?
No.
Okay. Bella, do you want to share your screen quickly so that
Yeah,
I just
okay,
look
let me share my screen then.
Stop sharing, colleagues. I take interest in these things because access really is finicky. I call it finicky, and I might be wrong, but I call it finicky. I've stopped my sharing because otherwise it's going to block Bella's screen. Bella, okay, now it's something is coming up. I'm going to maximize my screen. Why does yours not have the field that we're looking for there? You don't have click to add. I wonder why. Are you able to enter a new record, Bella? Please enter a new record. Put in any number there or any record there.
Yes.
Okay, good. Go ahead and then save when you're done. I'm finding it very interesting. Why doesn't it allow Bella to click to add? It's an interesting feature. Colleagues, you can help me figure this out as well. I'm trying to understand why. Okay, then Bella, click on new record. Oh yeah, you can click on save and it still doesn't show it. I thought it would tell me it's not active. Please double click on guests, Bella. Double click on guests. Oh yes, you can click on guests there. And then please scroll to the right. I just want to see it's doing the same on this table as well.
Where do I scroll?
There, you've scrolled perfectly well. This is an interesting one. I find this to be very interesting. Bella, please close your database and reopen it. Save your database, close it, and then reopen your database again.
Should I save it first?
Yeah. I think we've saved, but always save to be safe. Don't trust X and his ideas. I have very bad ideas, colleagues. And then please open it again, Bella. Yes, it should be the Highway Motel.
No, I was using this one.
Ah, okay. Then please wait, let's see. Wait. Some active content has been disabled. Can you please click enable content there? I want to make sure I don't get distracted by anything. Please double click on employees, Bella. Okay, Bella, I don't know. It's because you are a millionaire. That's why you don't have that option there.
I wish.
In your bank account, Bella. I will figure it out, Bella. I will try and figure out what's wrong. But in any case, you will always know if you want to add a new field. Please click on the ruler pencil and that triangular shape there, the button for design. Switch to design view. Top left of your screen. Click on design view. Okay, so you'll always be adding under cell phone there. You are able to add records or field names. So please put in email address there, Bella. So if yours doesn't give you the option to click to add, then you can simply add them the old fashioned way. It's the best way to add your fields. There's a lot that's not okay with your screen, Bella. You might not see it yet, but I'm very worried. But anyways, it's okay. It's okay. We'll get to it. You're still going to ask me more questions because there's problems that we're going to encounter. Please click save, Bella, and then please stop sharing. Then I will share my screen again. I'm going to show you as well what other features I'm not seeing on your screen, Bella. Then you will be able to follow what I'm looking at on my side.
I wonder if I use the highway one, what's going to happen?
You can try that as well. You can try that as well quickly, and then we can look at that as well. Someone is showing their video, colleagues. I am not seeing anyone's video. I've switched off all incoming video so that I have a smooth class. If someone is switching on their video, please do tell me. They are chowing our data. Double click, Bella. Okay, so there
there is the option to add.
Exactly. So I'm seeing it as well. Congratulations, Bella. I don't know what happened on that other table. It shows funny, but I see on this one it's working fine. So maybe you should stay here, Bella, and not go to the other data.
Let me stop sharing, then I'll continue with this one.
Sharp. Thanks, Bella. Thank you very much. Please do stop your sharing. Colleagues, that is very important. We need to move with each other. If you see any problems, please do let me know. I'm going to share my screen again, and then you'll start seeing my database again. If you have any problems, please do let me know, then I should be able to assist. We're talking about the scroll bar, which is on the status bar as well. So I think we are moving quite well together. So you'll see these things, colleagues, are not so difficult. They're actually things that are very, very easy. It's things that we've done in the last week, we've done in the last courses or in the previous modules, which is Word, Excel, scroll bars, status bars. We spoke about them even in Outlook, the very first module, we spoke about the status bar and everything of that sort. Now, I want you to save your database, and this time around, start your database name with an X. So save your database. I think right now it's saved as Highway Motel, but I want you to put your first name or your letter. I always use X, so that's why I'm popularly known as X, but I want you to save yours with your name. So if you are Maureen, you can say Highway Motel Maureen, or you can say Maureen Highway Motel, and then please save it under videos. So I want you to save it in a different location, and I want to add your name to the file name of your database. Should I tell you how you are going to do that, or do you know how to do that? If you do, please unmute and let me know. Let me know if you do know how to do that. I want you to save it under, don't close it. I haven't given you any instruction to close your database or your application. Do it whilst it's very much open. Do you need further assistance, or are you guys all right? Is there anyone that wants to assist us, colleagues?
Yes, Claudia. Yes, you can assist us.
Okay. You will click on which button, colleagues? Talk to me, colleagues.
File, save as.
100%. That is the button you are going to click on. File, save as. File, save as. So on your screen there, thank you very much, colleagues. You are going to click on File, then you are going to click on Save As. Then you'll get a window similar to this. Then here you need to browse for videos. I want to believe if I maximize my screen, you'll be able to see a window or a screen similar to this. Okay, why is mine not allowing me to change and save in a different location? I'm very concerned. How do I change locations, colleagues?
Yes, you click there, yes. Therefore, yes,
So
then you select videos.
Then I select videos on the left.
Then
There is videos. I don't like it when my computer shows fun. Where is videos? So if you click on this PC, you should be able to see videos there.
Then you rename or you add the name.
Okay, yes. So I want to believe, colleagues, you are able to then follow that instruction. You'll click on File, then you'll click on Save As, and then there's this button here that says Save As. Yeah, you are all infected with COVID. Thank you very much. Now save as, then you select videos on this particular screen, and then remember, I said please put in your name. So in my case, I will put in X there, but in your name, in your case, you'll put in Zanele if your name is Zanele, or Lizette if your name is Lizette, Annette if your name is Annette. Let me know you're done, colleagues. Let me know you're done, colleagues. Then I can proceed.
Ola, it lands me on the table. It's like I'm now saying I'm saving the table. Is it supposed to be like that?
Let me check. I want to see here. I will open the table. I think I see what you did there. When you say save as, did you select on the screen? Did you select no?
No.
So on this screen here, and I wanted to highlight Ella when it shows up, you must always read such windows, colleagues. Luckily, Bella did not select no here. Do you want MS Access to close the objects? If you select yes, then MS Access will save the object. But if you say no, it will disregard your data. But in our case, you click on Save As. That's the window I was expecting to see earlier. I did not see it. It wanted me to further click on Save As, which is down there, and this particular button. So I think what Bella is saying is your screen, Bella, is already, I'm suspecting. It took you back to this empty window. Ish, I wanted to change that. I forgot. So on Bella's case, I want to believe Bella, did it take you to this window at all?
No.
Where did it change, Bella? Did it show you a window like this? What did it do?
So I'm at save database as, then I went to S, I clicked on S, save S.
Okay. And then what does it show you?
You know, it's saying all open objects must be closed prior to continue this operation.
Okay, so Bella, it's fine. What you need to do, it's basically telling you that your tables are open. It's a similar screen. Do you see this screen that I've got here? My tables are closed, and that's why I started off by saying you need to be aware when your tables are open or closed. So currently, my tables are closed. Yours, Bella, is not forcing itself to close the table. In my case, if I click Save As now, I won't get any errors because all the objects are open. So it will simply save like that. But in your case, it's saying this table is open. So if you want to save as, instead of giving you this option here, it's rather saying to you, your tables must be closed. Mine is telling me it wants to close the tables on my behalf. I hope I'm explaining the theory correct, Bella. So what in your case needs to happen is you need to close your tables. I'm going to click Save. And then these tables, Bella, you must just close them here. So you'll click close there. And this table or this particular database will appear in this fashion. Then you can be able to rename it or save it in a different location. I was too fast, ne, Bella?
Okay, let me try it again.
Okay. I hope I was not too fast. I feel like I was too fast there. I feel like I was too fast there. All right. So the rest of us, colleagues, whilst I wait for Bella to tell me she found joy, the rest of us, did you manage to rename it with your name? Did you rename it in and save it in the different location as requested? Are you fine?
Yes.
The rest
But
of
now
us.
it's telling another story. It says you attempted to open a database that is already opened.
What options does it give you? It should give you an option. Do you want to close or what? Do you want to cancel? What does it say?
It's okay and help.
It's okay. Click OK. What happens when you click OK, Bella?
It takes me back. Let me try it again.
Okay. Whilst it takes you back, please make sure your tables are closed, like I said, Bella. Just close your tables and you must make sure your window, database window, nothing is opened here. Please confirm, Bella. Have you closed everything here?
Let me check. Yes, everything is closed.
Okay, you don't have data here. All your tables are closed and it's
Yes.
innocently looking clean. Now, if you click on File, Save As, what happens, Bella? In my case, because everything is closed, the Save Object As table is disabled. I can just save database as here. Are you seeing, Bella?
Yeah, the save table, save is disabled. The active one is save as.
Correct. Then you click on Save As.
It's still giving me the same message.
Which message is that this time?
It's saying you attempted to open a database that is already opened.
Okay. Bella, I will ask you to share your screen, but just wait a second. I will come and fetch you. Now, I want us colleagues to move on to module 3. And I've highlighted this on my screen here. What is the right percentage to zoom this at? Let me put it at 85 intentionally. Oh, I can still go to 90. I'm hoping that I will get a view that you guys can see. I think I can still get 100%. Yes, I'm getting 100%. Actually, I can also get 110. Just forgive me, colleagues. I'm trying to make sure you can see. Now, create a database with the table required with the table. Oh, sorry. Create a database table with the required format. Save a database table with a descriptive name. I want to move you guys, and I believe you've got the database on your screens. We created the Highway Motel database. So I will assume that is the required format, right? But I want you to play around with moving columns, okay? And changing column widths in your database table. Please, at this stage, do not delete any tables. So this is where now we start working around our database. So play around with switching your columns, and I'm going to show you. Okay, let me not take you there for now. I want you to play around with them. How do you do it? And I'm going to basically look at my screen here and show you. You are able to move this column just by clicking it and dragging it. Cell phone, come to the beginning. So that's how you play around with it. So reorder your columns and make sure that you understand how to play around with those. I hope colleagues are making sense. Then also move number 5 to number 4. Am I able to do that? I'm going to try and do that. This thing of not clicking in the right place is very important with Excel. I want to believe I'm able to remove this column and take it up. Let me see. It's always tricky. It's always tricky, this thing. Going to try. Okay, I am failing. Tell me if you can try it on your screen there. Moving one row from one position to a position up there, or one record moving it from one position to another. But start with your fields at the top. I hope that's not too much to ask, colleagues, but it's a challenge I'm throwing at you. Try that. Let me know how well you survive with that one. Bella, please share your screen and let me try and fetch you. If you're also stuck at Bella's point, colleagues, where you are getting errors when you're saving any of your saved or any of your databases, please follow me and Bella. But otherwise, for now, rearrange your tables so that some data is switched around, or some columns or fields are switched around. All right, thank you, Bella. Now, please click on File. I see all the tables are closed. That's a good start. And then click on Save As. I want to see the error that you're getting. Okay, that should be a good thing. Database table, access database, MDB, the file type is correct as well. Okay, click on Save As, Bella. Let's see the error you're getting. You attempted to open a database already. Oh, okay, by user admin on machine. Oh, Bella, you are being beaten by things that are there. Click on Start, Bella. Click on the Start button down there. It's people's things, Bella. Don't worry, it's not your thing. No, leave that button. Okay, click on Start. Let me see something, Bella. Click on Start. Start is down there, bottom left of your screen. Now, then click on. Do you see the smile on your? Do you see a power button? The power button, Bella. No, bottom left.
Yeah.
Yeah, go up. There's a smile there. Yeah, go up. There's a smile at the top, and you're not so happy, Bella. Your computer is not happy with you.
Where is the smile now?
Yeah, click on that smile on the left. Do you see there's a frowning face on the left? What is that? I'm kidding. It's supposed to be a profile picture there, but it's not there. So click there.
Here on my name.
Yeah, click there. Okay, so I'm trying to check which user is connected here, but I won't be able to see it unless we lock it. Okay, don't lock it. I see that it's Bella. So what your access is complaining about is that there is another person opening the same database that you've got. So I want to believe your database. Okay, I think I know what the problem is. Please switch to MS Access again. You've got it open somewhere else. I just don't know where, Bella. So I must figure that out. Click on Access. That's my suspicion. So you have to close the other database here. So your fields are open here. Do you see? You've opened Highway Motel twice. Not there, Bella, on Access. You are now on PDF. Yeah. So you've got Access open twice. Please click on Close there. Close this particular database here. Top right. Okay. Then you can minimize this window. There is your database there. So maximize this Highway Motel. That's Access. Right, and then click on File, Save As. Now this one you'll be able to save in a different location. It's complaining that you've got the same database open in 2 locations. Click on Save As, Bella. And that's very important, colleagues. Now it's telling you what it was telling me. You need to close all open objects. Do you want access to close this for you? Then in my case, I clicked yes, because I know my database is for schoolwork. So click yes. I think it's the same for you as well. Then you can now select videos here. Then you can save it, put in your name, Bella Highway Motel under videos. And I hope, colleagues, this is what you have all done. I hope all of you have done the same. How is it going? Did you manage to switch fields? Once you are done, Bella, then please do switch columns whilst we are here so that we can see, Bella, you switching columns there. Someone is saying no. Why are you not able to switch columns, colleagues? Bella, please take the guest column. I see guest ID. Drag it to the end next to postal code. Yeah, click there and drag it across the screen, Bella. There you go.
Before or after?
Before postal code. You dropped it early, but you are doing the right thing. But you dropped it before suburb. I want it to be after suburb, Bella. Colleagues, did you manage to switch your fields from one position to the next?
Columns now I managed, but changing rows.
It seems to be impossible, ne?
Yeah, when I go the cut away says if you do that, it will not be reversed. So it means I cannot be able to paste it somewhere up there.
I wonder how you did that, Abna. Did you click on it and drag it up, or what did you do?
No, I clicked on it and right clicked. Then I went cut. Then it says to me, if you continue with this, you'll not be able to undo it. Then I said no.
It was forcing you to cut. I see what you mean. So it wasn't forcing you to move it. It was forcing you to cut and paste on top of another. Okay, now I follow. Now I follow. I was worried. I don't remember you saying you copied or you cut any of the rows there or any of the records there. Thank you, Abna. I think that is very important feedback there. Colleagues, let me know. Did you manage to switch and play around with your fields? Move one field from one position to the next. Did you survive? Did you cope? Did you manage? Silence in the house. When I hear silence, I get concerned very, very quickly. Very, very quickly. Okay. I think me and Bella on our screen, we have managed in one way or the other to move. We moved one column from, or rather one field. I need to stop saying it's a column. We moved one field from the beginning and moved it to just before postal code. And I think I want to abuse you, Bella, because today's lesson is really not that technical. I'm not sure if that is okay with you, Bella. Let me play around with your screen. So we've moved a column within a database table, and I want you to minimize your teams, Bella, and right click on your okay, there's a hand before I go there. Please minimize your teams. I want to abuse your screen. Patience? Looks like you've got a hand up. Have you got a question for me? Go ahead.
It's not a question, Mr. S. I was notifying you that I've just joined and I don't even know what you guys are busy with. I'm lost. You are not lost, Patience. Can you please check your bank balance and tell me how much you can afford for coffee? There's about 65 delegates here, Patience. So you need to buy us all coffee. Welcome, Patience. Welcome, Patience. We are doing access. If you've got the learner guide, we are on page 16 of the learner guide. We are creating, we're not doing complicated things today. We're just moving columns and playing around with databases because we've created tables already. There is not much complicated stuff that we're doing today. Okay, I'll check the learner guide. Don't worry, we'll also have it shared on the screen. So for now, please open, you've got what we created last week, a database called Highway Motel on MS Access. So open that database. That is what we are playing around on, Patience. Thank you very much for letting us know you are stuck there. Now, colleagues, I want us to, on Bella's screen, please right click on any column, Bella. I think on your screen there, we've moved guest ID. Right click on guest ID.
And we're playing around with these particular fields, colleagues. Right click on guest ID directly, right click, which means on your button, use the other option there. So colleagues, what you can see on Bella's screen is options that we got earlier under the more option. We're getting it as a shortcut this time around. Do you see the option at the bottom that says delete field? You have that option. Do you see how you delete a field? You can rename a field. There's a couple of things that you can do here. I want us to play around with column widths, Bella. Look at the column width. Click there. Do you see that screen, colleagues? On that screen, you can put in your, if there's a specific width that you want to see your columns being displayed as, you can then put in that particular width there. If you want to use a standard width, you can also then check and click there for standard width. I hope I'm making sense, colleagues. So standard widths will not be the same on all computers. It depends how they are configured on your machine. Colleagues, I'm currently using Bella's screen, but I'm not talking to Bella alone. I hope you are all following there. Now, Bella, I want you to, and I'm going to tell you where I come from. I'm going to give you my nickname. Bella, under name, please click cancel there, Bella. Sorry, I see you want to explore changing the column width there.
Under name,
yeah, click and add a new record there. No. You'll click and enter a new record, Bella. So you'll give me a postal address. My postal address can be 120. 120, Bella. On the first, do you see you've got record? You've got two records there. Give me address 120.
Yeah, it's postal here.
Oh yes, postal address. Give me 120. And then
Yes.
under surname, please put in Mhlanga. And then name, please put in Kebo Lemdlwane.
Kebo.
Kebo with a C. Kebo Lemdlwane. MDL, yes. Matsebula, one word. Matsebula. S, yeah, that's fine as well. ULA. And then city, you'll put there Centurion. And then guest ID, you can put X. Suburb, you can put South Africa or Mzansi. Now, then you can fill out the rest, Bella. I think you can guess as well, just like I'm guessing. My objective, colleagues, is to focus on the name field. Do you see that my name is not written in full? My full name there is Kebolem Matsebula. It's not showing in full, it's cut.
Yes.
How do I get that to show in full, colleagues, which is the column width? How do I get that to show in full, colleagues? It's not showing me the full field name there or the value of that field. I want to see my full name there. Ebolem Matsebula.
Are we not supposed to highlight?
Right.
Okay, Maureen, go ahead.
I was saying that on the name field,
yes,
at the top, right?
Correct.
The cursor must go at the top.
Okay.
Therefore,
yes.
you move to the right.
Bella, please move to the right. They didn't say click there.
She must not click, yes. Move to the right. Again, yes. That thing, that's for square the
that one. Click it and drag it to the right.
Yes.
Maureen, from me, you get a free cup of coffee. Here's a round of applause for you. It's the easiest way to increase the column width there. I hope colleagues are seeing what we've done there. So if you look at my screen, which is Bella's screen, now you can see my full name there. Someone is calling me. Yes, go
the
ahead.
Last time we did that, we double click after going to the top there. If I double click, what's going to happen?
Okay, reduce it, Bella. I like the question, Tikelete. Reduce it, Bella, and then double click. The same way you did now, where there was a double arrow. Go to your double arrow on the margin of the color of the field. Not there, yeah, just double click. When the 4-pointed arrow shows up, double click. Now, Dikeledi is remembering Excel quite okay. We did it on Excel, and that's what we did. I think we also did it last week, colleagues. It is something similar here. It is something similar here. I hope colleagues are able to follow what we're doing. Right, now.
You can also do it by right-clicking, or
okay, reduce it, Bella, for me. Please reduce it, Bella. And then Abna, over to you. Assist us here.
Yeah, right-click, Bella, on the name there, on that field. Then you go to field width. Then you can give it a bigger number than 35. What 35? Maybe we can say 20. Let's give it a 20, something more. Then it'll move.
Do you see? Right. Wonderful. Thank you very much. Let me give you guys a round of applause for DK Lady. There it goes. A round of applause for Abna. But Abna, you are giving us mathematics. How do I know 30 is bigger than 25? Abna. You are making me calculate maths, but it's the correct way. So some of your tables might come with those prescriptions. They will tell you the exact column size. If you get people that are like my other colleagues, Mr. Ndlovu, for instance, when he sends out an instruction for junior facilitators like myself to sort of create a template, he will give you even the width of the columns and tell me you must put in this width, and it goes all the way to those centimeters. So if he says 25.3 centimeters and I don't do it like that, he comes back and says, I said 25.3 centimeters. So some people are specific like that. You need to be then aware of how to do things. There's many ways of killing a cat. We just killed this one cat in 5 different ways. I hope I'm making sense, colleagues. If you're struggling, please let us know. Otherwise, then we will continue assuming that you are following and you are following okay. Right, I'm not happy. Enos, are you back in the meeting? I saw you leaving the session. Please confirm you're back in the session. Whilst I wait for him to confirm, Bella, please switch to design view of your table. Please switch to design view of your table. So you'll click on the home tab. Click on the home tab, Bella. Colleagues, please do the same as well. Switch to design view of your table too. We might not have the same data, but I want to believe we've got similar fields. So on this list here, Bella has ID, guest ID, surname, name, postal address. These are different fields that we've got on this particular table, which is table 2. Colleagues, if you don't have these fields, please let me know. I want to believe all of us have the same fields. They might be in different order, but we should have similar fields. Let me know, colleagues. However, I will proceed. I don't think we can get stuck in any way here. Okay, I think I know what we will do with Bella's screen here. Now, Bella, I want us to start with the surname. I've never seen a surname with a number. Has anyone seen a surname with a number? Do you all agree that particular field? I'm looking at the data type section of your screen. Please click on short text, Bella. Yeah. So colleagues, looking at the data type here, we can agree all surnames can be text. Am I correct?
Yes.
Do you all agree? I think we all agree. Yes. The name can also be a short text. Do we all agree, colleagues?
Yes.
However, I want to challenge you to something here. If you look further down, Bella, on your screen, there is general and there is look up. If you look there, there is a section for field size. Yes, look at the field size. You see, they've got there 255. That is the number of characters you can have. Now, let's try and reduce that. What is the longest surname of a person? Or we're looking at surname, right? The longest surname can have how many characters, colleagues? Please let me know. By estimation. And do not think South Africa, think global. You just discovered my nickname is Cebole Mdlwane Matsebula. So you need to think outside of your normal. What is the longest surname you think you can find? The longest one you've had. How many characters does it have?
Maybe 25.
Yeah.
Maybe 25. So please put in 25 there. There's a suggestion for 25. I think I agree with 25. If anyone has anything longer than 25, really.
Where to put 25?
Right there, Bella. So you can just remove 1 5.
Okay.
Yeah, and then click Save, Bella. I want to encourage you on Access. Everything you do, you click Save consistently. Now, the size of one of your fields has been changed. I want to tell you, colleagues, the reason I say save a lot here is because there is a great risk of losing data on Access, MS Access. So I want you to say here, the size of your, I want you to see the screen here. If you reduce the size of your field, most likely what will happen is a loss of data. Then they ask you here, do you want to continue anyways? In my case, I want to say yes. I am not scared of losing any data. I am learning here. Click yes, Bella. Now, Bella, please switch to datasheet view. And the rest of us, please don't switch. I want you to see what happens on our screen here. So Bella, under the surname, please put in more characters. You don't have to make it make sense. It can be just select Cebole Mdlwane again under where it says Mhlanga. Sorry, it should be Mhlanga. I think we worked on the surname. Under Mhlanga, I think it's the second column. Yeah, there.
Okay.
On Mhlanga directly, put in more than 25 characters there. Just enter. You can put in Z a lot of times or B a lot of times.
Where I am now?
Click on Mhlanga.
Okay.
My record, yeah. And then put in there a lot of letters, more than 25.
I've lost count.
Keep pressing, don't worry, we will tell you when you are lost.
It's no longer taking any letter.
Do you see what is happening now? I am not the one saying it's not taking any more letters. We have limited it to 25. Please enlarge your column, Bella, and let's see what name you've given me now. I get new names every day. You can double click, you can right click, whichever option you choose. So by my estimation, those characters should be 25. More than 25 characters should not be entered there. Now under Chauke, please add more characters under Chauke. Let's see if you can add more characters under Chauke. Are you able?
No, it has stopped now.
Okay, but this one, it looks like it can take one extra letter from what I'm seeing. Please put more characters under Maureen. Let's see what Maureen can take. Okay, so the first two are showing to be taking the same amount. It looks like Maureen can take one extra letter unless I'm mistaken. Let's go back to design view, Bella, and let us reduce the character from Mhlanga and reduce it to 10. So for surname, please reduce it to 10. Yeah, that should be fine. Reduce it to 10 and let's see if it actually does the magic. Now,
I must come in.
Yeah, reduce it to 10. And then it will give you that error that says, do you want to lose the data? Click on Save, Bella. Okay, someone took over your sharing. Silwane, please stop sharing your screen unless you want us to see something on your screen, Silwane.
Then I save here.
You can save, Bella. Yes, I've just lost your screen because someone started sharing on top of your screen. There is an arrow there with an X, Silwane. There you go. Thank you very much. I'm worried. Bella, please reshare your screen for us as well. We've lost your screen there. Bella, please reshare your screen. We've lost your screen, unfortunately. Okay, and then please switch to datasheet view. Switch to datasheet view. Okay, so if you check, it has reduced all the fields to sort of a similar number, which is 10 field size. I'm hoping you colleagues can see.
It's taking out other letters.
That is why, yes, that's why it always asks you, are you sure you want to do this? You will lose some data. So it throws away extra characters that you may have there. I hope I'm making sense, colleagues. I hope I'm. Okay, now, very importantly, and colleagues, again, I'm just using Bella's screen, but it does not mean that I'm only talking and referring to Bella. Now, I want us to then importantly take note of these things. And again, I want to repeat, colleagues, the things we're doing today, we are showing that we're almost done with MS Access, and the session on Thursday then will be an overview of everything that we have done. And I want to challenge you guys to say, go through the learner guide and see really the learner guide sort of tries by all means to follow on the things that we're doing. As you can see, each time we go into a training session, I am using the learner guide. I am using the learner guide even today. So Bella, I want you to delete my record there. We are deleting my record. So one, we're going to check how do we get to a specific record? That is one. Two, how do we then delete a specific record? In our case, Bella, delete the record number 3. And I think, colleagues, you will see on your screen there where you created new, you're able to click on any record and select delete. Or rather remove the whole record. So if you check, Bella, click on 3 on the, yes, there you go. And then delete becomes available. Before you click, Bella, just point at delete. Don't click it too fast. Where you have, yeah, there you go. Just wait there, Bella, because you're my screen for now. So what we've done, colleagues, we've clicked on the record on the gray part on the left, and we've selected the record we want to delete. If I were to use the English that is used by politicians, I would say we want to manipulate row number 3. We want to manipulate row number 3. So currently, and I'm going to play around, Bella, see if you can change the font to red here. I'm waiting for colleagues to delete a row and tell me they are able to delete a row. But Bella, before we do that, there is changing font color on the right. Do you see? On the right, there is a red. Yeah, change it to red there. Put in bold, click Bella, and then put in bold as well. So I'm just playing around with this.
It's changing all the rows. Were you referring to one row or all of them?
These features, unfortunately, then work on your whole database. They don't just look at one row, unfortunately. Right. So, colleagues, we are looking at what we call manipulating your row. So, Bella, you can delete row number 3. I just went chajarach on us here and I decided to change the font to red. But otherwise, you can delete that row, Bella. This screen, and again, I want to emphasize, Bella just clicked. Did you read, Bella? What was that window saying, Bella? You see, code red-handed, Bella, code red-handed. Colleagues, on MS Access is very important. Please click on your screen or read on your screen before you click or select any options. Don't panic, Bella. Open your Access. It's at the bottom there on your taskbar. The one with an A, that's Excel. Move to the left. That's Access. Click on it. There you go. You are fine, Bella. So what you saw, Bella, was a warning to delete a record. If you were to read the screen, it was going to say something like, if you click less, you won't be able to undo the operation or something like that. Colleagues, did you get the same error screen? Did you get the same error screen, colleagues? When you were deleting a record, did you get the error screen that says, be warned, this action cannot be undone?
Yes.
Okay, someone says yes. Is there anyone that did not get that screen? All of us should have gotten that screen, colleagues. Please confirm or deny. Are we moving together, colleagues? Talk to me.
We are moving together.
We're together, we're together.
Abna is saying we're together, but he's in the garage working on his car. He's fixing his bonnet, I can tell.
No, I'm at work. They're installing smart boards at my school, so I'm responsible for this. There's a drilling machine that you can hear here.
Yeah. How are we together with the drilling machine? Oh,
But I'm in the office.
The things I hear in my class, my children, others are hiding behind a muted microphone, not saying anything. Dike Lady is one of them. Patience is another one. I have a lot of my children hiding. Others are with a drill, and they're telling me straight, we are with a drill here. I hope you are following, colleagues. Figile, you are quiet. Johanna, you are quiet. Jolina, you are quiet. A lot of you are quiet, colleagues. Kilebohile, I can see. Lawrence, you are there. Lichana, you are there. You are quiet. Please interact with us, colleagues. Please say something there. Now, importantly, we have just removed a record or deleted one record. I was showing you how to manipulate your database. And then I quickly went Jajara on you and I showed how to change the font. Please change it back, Bella. Change it back to black. Otherwise, you might have issues tomorrow. Now, very important, you can click on automatic. Please go back to design view, Bella. And this is almost around the last thing I want to show you today. So when we talk about field size, if you click on field size, you've seen what happens, colleagues. But I want to talk more about those other options there. So look at the format area of your screen there. Click on format, see what options we get there. Please click on format, Bella, under field size.
Okay, yeah.
Yes, correct. So
I was looking for format there on the ribbon.
At the top. Oh, okay. No, far right of where you have clicked, there's a drop-down arrow, Bella. Please click on it.
Yes.
Click on it. Doesn't show you any options.
No.
There are no options. Okay. So under format, I do anticipate that there will be no options except for ours. No, not on this laptop. On my machine, I get a couple of pre-installed formats there. Please click on input mask.
I also get some on mine. Yeah.
You get some on yours as well. What do you have up now?
I have general number.
Okay.
The currency, euro, fixed standard percent, and scientific. That's what I have. Yeah.
I wonder where you are, but yes, those are some formats that you've got. Yeah, those are some of the formats that you've got. I want to check. I'm seeing some hands flying, colleagues. Just allow me to check. Kilebohile, your hand is up. Go ahead. Kilebohile, I see your hand is up. Do you have a question for me?
Oh no, hi Kola.
Yes, how are you, Kilebohile?
Okay. No, I was just saying that
you are there.
I'm here. The only problem now with my laptop is that every time I try to open Access, whether it's PowerPoint, whether it's Word, whether it's Excel, it says updating Office, please wait. And after a few seconds, it then says the application was unable to start correctly. So I'm still trying to get assistance elsewhere concerning that, because I understand that is my laptop, not everyone else's.
Don't worry, with the same issue, you can simply, is there a local IT person at your school or at your office?
Yes, at the school there is. So
but you're working
tomorrow I'm going with my laptop to school. Maybe
we
can install.
Normally what is happening is, it means it's not finishing with the updates. It's either already you are broken or it's just trying to finish the update. So I would recommend you restart your computer and let it run those updates. And don't interrupt it, colleagues. Thanks, Kilebohile, for raising this one. They always run updates and you're not aware. So if it runs updates, please always make sure you leave your updates to run until completion. Never disturb the updates. Don't click, don't do anything. Let them run, let them finish. So if you are able to run updates at night when you're sleeping, Do that, colleagues. It's very, very important. It's very, very important. Right. I want to check, colleagues, and I think I want to sort of, like I said, say this is what we want to talk about as the last thing today. If you look at Kilebo, no, it's not Kilebo Hele screen, Bella screen. So we've got input mask, we've got caption. So please click on caption, Bella, on your screen, and then type the caption, put in, this is for learning purposes. And I want, whilst she's typing, to say this is where you decide on a couple of things, colleagues. And I'm challenging you to go to the learner guide and play around with these different fields. And then once we're done playing around with them, we'll go and check on the other side if we are seeing the things that we are doing here. So I want to say allow zero length. And please click on no. Do you see where it says allow zero length? I think this one is English, colleagues. You guys will work with me. You will see that when you say no on allow zero length, do you see the option, Bella, for allow zero length?
Where?
Allow zero length. Yeah, change that to no. Yeah. And whilst you can switch now, save. By the way, Bella, you have to select, there's a drop-down arrow on the far right of your screen there. Click on that far right and then select no. You don't type here. If there's a drop-down arrow, you select. Okay. Right. Now, colleagues, whilst I'm here, and I want to do this before we go, I want to say, please save Bella and also switch to datasheet view, and you will see some issues that you will have there. So it's telling you are going to lose some data there.
So I should say yes.
Yes, yes, yes. Click yes there. Colleagues, I want to take your feedback today. I haven't asked you this question. I haven't asked you this question before, and I want to ask it here, colleagues. How are you coping with the training? Particularly looking at myself, not the whole training program as a whole. Are you guys coping? Am I too fast? Am I too slow? Am I using too much English? Are you able to follow what we're doing in class? So I want to just take your input here, colleagues, and ask, how are you guys doing? How are you guys coping? Are you able to follow what we're doing? And I'm going to sort of take it slow, colleagues. I want both positive feedback and I want negative feedback as well. Please do speak here. This is one thing that is not sort of technical. So I want your input, your direct input. Yes, Maureen, go ahead.
Yes, my input, ne? I've been coming fine with everything from the beginning till to access, ne?
Okay.
The only time when I got lost, it was when we got into Excel, when we had another facilitator facilitating us, and then my mind just went boom. That's why I haven't even finished. I haven't even finished the Excel. I don't even have the oomph to finish Excel. I don't, yeah. But then everything else I was fine. Even with Access, I'm getting it so fine and I'm happy with it. But then Excel, I'm still lost.
You're still lost. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you, Maureen. I think I'm noting that and I'm writing on my side as well here. And I think I will try and contact you as well. Please do try and contact me as well and get assistance on that regard. Thank you, Maureen, for that input. Colleagues, how are you feeling? I'm taking feedback here and I want to make sure I'm covering everyone and I want to make sure I know what you guys are struggling with. Joanna Motoa says access, she is lost. Okay, I'm noting, colleagues. Joanna, please, the feedback, if you can go a little bit more and just, you are typing in the chat. I wish I could respond. I'm checking if I've got hands. Nombini, go ahead. I see your hand is up. Please go ahead. Then I will take Zinhle.
Hello, Kola.
Yes, good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Today is the first day to follow you. Each and every day I got lost and I panic, but today is my first day to follow you. It's worse. I follow step by step in this access and I do what you have said. The only thing that I don't know to do, is if I'm minimizing your screen, I don't see your screen, but I want to see your screen at the same time. I want to write. But at least I'm following today.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank
But
you very much.
in Excel, I'm still struggling, but at least I will come.
I'm noting that, Nombili. I am noting that, Nombili. Thank you very much. Zinhle, your hand was up. I see that it's gone. Then I will take Patience. I see your hand is up, Patience as well. Zinhle, do you have input or should I go to Patience?
No, you can go to Patient.
Okay, thank you. Patience, go ahead.
Hi, Mr. X.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Yes, I've been following, so my input is from the start of the training, I've been following well.
Okay.
Up to Excel. Even now, I haven't submitted my formative assessment because you know that I've been bothering you with the questions that I've been asking, but I still don't get it right.
Okay.
So Excel for me, it's still a problem. I haven't submitted my assessments. I don't know whether you guys, you give us maybe the extension so that you can finish up and then we submit.
Okay, that is fine. So 3 people struggling with Excel already. Thank you very much, Patience. Colleagues, please go into detail. I'm looking also at the style of training. Am I too fast? Am I too slow? Do you understand my English? Should I switch on my video? Should I switch off my video? Should I share my screen? Should I not share my screen? Please go into that detail as well. I see Abna, your hand is up. Please go ahead. Then I will take Elizabeth afterwards. Abna, your hand is up. Oh, he's gone. His hand is
I'm here.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. And I will take Elizabeth afterwards.
I will say I've learned a lot from the course. From the I had the basic of all these things of Word and Excel, but now I actually have gained a lot. And when I feel that you are fast, sometimes I do feel that you are fast. But normally what I do, I'll go back to the videos later on, day after, and just again listen to what was said and try to understand and I get my way out of that. But I want to say this course it's a course that I've been encouraging my colleagues that they must take it one day.
One day, okay. Thank you, Abna. So I'm noting as well with a good mind that there is some element of being fast there. Elizabeth, go ahead. Thank you, Abna. Thank you very much. Elizabeth, your hand is up. Please go ahead. Then I will take Kilebohil after that. Give me feedback, colleagues. Bad and good as well. Good and bad. Elizabeth, please go ahead. I see your hand is up. You are muted. If you are speaking, we can't hear you. Please unmute yourself, Elizabeth.
Good afternoon. Yes, I appreciate it and I'm following, but I don't have time to complete the assignments, all of them, but I will catch up from Thursday. And really, thank you for the uploading of the sessions on the portal, because I downloaded them, and if I struggle, I just go back and then you can find your way easy. Thank you for that.
Thank you very much, Elizabeth. Thank you very much as well. So if I'm too fast, I think the second comment that says we use the videos if there is too much movement, that is too fast. And also that says the videos help you with your assessments. I hope they do. Go ahead. Then I will take Perseverance. I see as Perseverance has also joined in. Colleagues, talk about the style of facilitation. Tell me, do you want me to slow down? Do you want me to speak differently? Should I add some Afrikaans or some French? Talk to me about the training style.
You're fine.
No, Gala, for me, I think I've been following through since ever we started the course. And I do believe sometimes you're too fast, especially when you avoid to take the questions at the beginning of the sessions. But overall, the pace, the language, the humor as well, And sometimes I believe that some of us, we need to see your face. Some of us are special school educators, so we learn via visuals most of the time. So yeah, so up to so far, the pace, the language, the structuring, yeah, it's good. Though sometimes you're a bit faster. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much, Kilebogile. I will take perseverance. Then I see Maureen also wants to have a chip at it. Colleagues, I'm taking feedback. Perseverance, come in. I'm taking feedback. Let me know, how is your feeling? Do you get assistance when you need assistance? Do you get your questions answered when you ask them? Perseverance, go ahead.
Okay, good afternoon, colleagues. Yes, I always get assistance when I need it. And I enjoy the training a lot. They are very informative. My challenge is that I'm behind with the assessment because I was struggling a lot in the beginning. So when I got settled, it had already moved. I was left far behind. So my challenge is that I cannot even interact during training sessions, although I make sure that I attend each and every training. I cannot interact because while maybe, for example, you are busy with Access now, my mind will be on, I have to start Excel, so by the time I start Excel, you are maybe on the other module, and now I'm struggling alone and I cannot come back because maybe I'm far behind, so I cannot come back and say, okay, now I have a question in Excel because it's already I'm already far behind. So that's my challenge. I'm trying my best to catch up. I'm really trying my best to catch up. So yes.
Okay. Thank you very much, Perseverance. I'm noting as well, some of my colleagues are saying they're behind with assessments. I'm taking your input, colleagues. Maureen, go ahead. Give me your colleagues, good and bad.
On the issue of fastness, I don't think you are fast, mainly because if you have passed something and somebody is not understanding, they would ask you and you go back and fetch them. Even for that one who was lost, who had not raised their concern, they will still be fetched. So at the end of the day, we are all covered because you make sure you go back to whomever is not understanding, provided that they ask the question. So for me, you are fine.
Okay. Noted, Maureen. Thank you very much. I think I'm also taking that. So it helps to go back. If someone is stuck, it helps to go back and fetch them. I don't fetch one person. I help more than one person when I go back. So do ask if you are stuck, colleagues. Very important. I want to take Timothy and Kilebogile. If you've asked your questions, Perseverance, if you've asked your questions, please lower your hand. But if you want to come for a second bite, go ahead. You're more than welcome. Timothy, go ahead.
Hi, Mr. X.
How are you, sir?
I'm fine.
Good.
Firstly, let me say I'm behind with the submission.
Okay.
But to be honest, patience is your name. You get so patient that you don't rush.
Seconded, patience.
Yes.
You don't rush. You don't rush us when people don't understand. You just go, as the lady has just alluded now. You just go back, and it's so fascinating when you use somebody's information so that person can do it, so that we can even see. Hence, I'm saying you are so. From my side, patience is your name, and I enjoy the humor that you have, and that's it. Let me just summarize. Patience is your name, Mr. X. And
I'm not sure, Mr. Mpianetu, whether you are trying to make Patience happy there, Telezi. She's seconding it. You're making me a woman. I'm not sure if to take that as a compliment or to complain.
No, you know what? I think you must go to Home Affairs and add the other name to be patient. No, to be honest, Mr. X, I'm serious. You are so patient, okay. And you also let us to work so that people can see. And by doing that, a lot of people learn. Though we know we are different, we can't cope the same.
Yes.
You know. So, but from my side, I think I'm getting there. And please, I'm a little bit behind with my submission, but I'll do my best. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, sir. Now, colleagues, I want to respond in globality. I'm seeing there are no more hands. If there's someone, I'm going to close.
Can I come in, Kola?
Is it me? Yes, go ahead, Bella.
Oh, I just want to share the same sentiments with the other colleagues. But then if it was not for you, I was just exiting the course. I was just leaving everything. But your patience and you do follow-ups on your clients, you do on your learners, because I don't know if other colleagues are aware that you even go beyond. You do do contacts privately, so to check on us, that's what I experienced, because I managed to be closer to you by talking to you. I began to know you better, and you know me now. But through your patience, through your support, I'm still standing. I'm still here. Otherwise, I was quitting.
Are you a quitter? I don't want quitters here, Bella. No, not here, Bella. Not here.
I'm no longer quitting.
Okay. Thank you, Bella. Thank you very much, Bella. And I appreciate that genuinity as well. I've got a lot of colleagues that have been overwhelmed by the.
Hello, Mr. X. Can I say something?
Yes,
hello?
come in, Johanna. Go ahead, Johanna.
Yes. Mr. Tola, I would like to thank you very much for your excellent presentation. Even though we struggled at the beginning because we didn't have access to portal, we didn't know what we are doing. But since we accessed our portal, at least even if we miss some section, we are able to go back to the portal and listen to the videos and download materials. And we would like to thank you very much for your patience and perseverance, hoping that you will take us there. We also need to persevere and do exceptionally well for every work that we are given. I would like to thank you very much.
Thank you, Joanna. Thank you, Joanna. I think I appreciate that feedback.
Say, let's also persevere in order to achieve what we want.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, colleagues. I appreciate the positive feedback. I take also the negative feedback. I'm waiting for it, and I think you can drop it on WhatsApp if by chance you feel that this platform is not good for the negative feedback. Do drop it via text or via WhatsApp. I am available, colleagues. Now my time is done. I see Timothy, your hand is up, or is it a second round? Or
no, sorry, I forgot to lower it down.
Okay, perfect. Now, colleagues, my time is officially up.
Sorry.
I've accepted the feedback. Before you jump off in large numbers, here is our response, not only from me, but also from Extensive. We know you are going for school holidays. We are coming up with a proposal that will help you guys catch up during school holidays. It's all voluntary, it's all optional. We are working, we don't have school holidays, we are working. The way that we want to do things is we want to set up a way that will allow you guys to join in. If we decide every Wednesday is a holiday or a class day during the school holidays, that proposal will be sent out to you, colleagues, so that you are able to join sessions and you're able to get assistance for those that want to catch up during those holidays. Extensive is open, colleagues. During the holidays, we want to maximize on fetching you, even those who are on module 1. We want your submissions. We want to get you on the portal. We want to get your submissions into the portal. We want to create your portfolio of evidence. And the school holidays, just so you know, is the best time to catch up. Why? Because when you come back from the school holidays, we'll go, and I'm giving you gossip here. We'll go for 1 or 2 modules, and then the end of the course hits us. So we will not have time to come back and fetch you or revise any of the work. So we want to propose a strategy for the school holidays. You will be aware of it. If it doesn't work for you, please note, underline this, extensive is not closing. You can schedule a time with any trainer at extensive, be it Rudolph, be it Kola, be it whoever. Schedule a time, approach the trainer and ask them to assist you with an assessment. Schedule a time on Teams, 1 hour, 2 hours, ask them to sit down with you and assist you with your assessment. Now, my time is up, colleagues, but I want you to note all the feedback that you've given us. We're taking it and we're still going to send out feedback forms for every one of us. But noting that my time is up for now, thank you, colleagues. Have a lovely afternoon. Those who are going, please go ahead and leave the session. Drive safe, be safe going home. Otherwise, I'm still here, I think, for another 5-10 minutes. Then I will answer your questions. So at this stage, I want to say goodbye to everyone and thank you for joining us today. Have a lovely evening. See you again on Thursday. Cheers, everyone. We can unmute. I'll give you 30 seconds to say your goodbyes and let me know where you're saying goodbye from. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye. Okay, thank you, colleagues. Thank you so much.
Cheers, everyone. Thank you very much, colleagues.
Thank you, Mr. Kola.
Thank you very much, Pauline. Thank you very much, Pauline. Cheers, colleagues. You've got 30 seconds. I think now it's 20 seconds to say your goodbyes.
Bye.
Cheers, Abna. Cheers, Kekana Sylvia.
Yo, I'm sorry I'm late because I was in the business.
Mr. X, apologies for interruption. Don't forget to stop the recording, sir.
Stopping it right now, sir. Thank